and caught up in the hype when you meet a woman that you like. Because as men, what happens is we meet this woman, maybe she's so fine, she's so this, whatever. And even more specifically, we sometimes have this mindset of, I won't find nothing like this ever again. And once you think like that, you start now having blinders on for the nonsense you do see. So when her red flags come up, you're making excuses for them. Like, we've all seen homeboys where they fell so in love. We know this chick ain't good for him. We know there's some problems, but he ain't hearing it because he's so blinded by his own desire and getting caught up in the hype and being afraid that he will not find this again. So that scarcity mindset is what messes a lot of dudes up. Once you're able to shift to, listen, if I found one, I can find another. Or in my eyes, I always view it as, if this ain't gonna work out, that means God got something better for me. So I'm not gonna stress it. You know what I'm saying? That allows you to not get clouded judgment and go all crazy and start to lose sight of what's important.
So scarcity mindset is such a good topic to hit on, especially on things that you feel like you're lacking in. I would advise all of us to take a look at those things. And that could be money, how you view yourself physically, and so forth. But I do like that they are hitting on that as it pertains to men, because I often say, I feel as though men tend to give themselves in relationships that do not benefit them. They give away the resources that they'll probably need to use in more serious relationships, committed relationships, maybe marriage, if that's something that they're into. So when it's time to give in those, and women are requesting those things from them, which they should, because you're my partner now and I need those things, they either don't want to or not willing to. And that can display itself in many forms, like maybe not willing to trust you with money or give you money, or lacking the ability or drive to give you that reassurance emotionally that you need, because they literally have given those resources to someone who wasn't deserving or wasn't pouring back into them, wasn't helping their growth. I think it's a really good idea, not only just to change that mindset that, you know, this isn't my end all be all, so I shouldn't give, I shouldn't give them the resources that I may need for somebody that's more important, isn't a bad thing for a man to think about. I think, you know, a lot in society, if they're not willing to give it all to you and I'm currently dating you, then they don't really love you, or they don't really care about you, or, you know, they're being selfish, or they have this, but they have to protect themselves, right? And so just a word of advice to men, this is what I do in my relationships to protect. I'm not a man, so there's certain things I understand that since I'm not a man, I don't really, I can't speak to, I don't understand. And I get that. But for me, in my relationships, every time, even if it was with the same person, every time I felt like we were about to level up, maybe we were expecting more from each other, maybe we were moving in with each other, maybe we were going from the talking phase to the dating phase, maybe I just felt like I trusted you more, so I want to give you more. I have that upgrade conversations. And if you know, everybody has upgraded. Matter of fact, not if you know, everybody has upgraded something. Technology, an app, services, subscriptions. When you do that, there's a contract. There's a conversation about, okay, you're getting these newer, more improved, more in-depth features and little tools and all that. But that's probably going to come with... Now, this may make sense to me, but it may not make sense to other people, so I'm going to explain it. When I say money, I mean that there's a transaction going on. For the services that you are offering as a man, there is something that you intend on getting back. And it may not be money. Money is just how people put value on something. It's a measurement, right? So if there's another form of measurement that you prefer to put value on it. Like for me, okay, I'm going to trust you more. We're moving in with each other. I expect for you to give me that reassurance. I expect for you to communicate when financially you're not okay, or you need some support from me as a partner, as a man. Now I expect for you to be even more open with me. And I make that clear. I don't just say, oh, great, let's move in together. I'm great at decorating and you're good at taking out the trash. We're perfect. No, you're not. A conversation about expectations needs to be had across the board. Now imagine you get a job, you get a promotion, you get more money, but they don't explain exactly what they expect for you in this new position, and then they decide to fire you. Would that be fair? No. So let's translate that into something more emotional, like relationships. You get in a relationship, y'all elevating, y'all dating, y'all getting more closer. Maybe you're spending the night more, right? You're getting things, you're getting that money, currency. And then they turn around and break up with you, or the female turn around and break up with you, or the guy turn around and break up with you and tell you, you know, you're not giving me enough emotional support, or, you know, you don't rub my feet enough. I don't know. I'm making that part up. I don't know what their reasoning is. But it still wouldn't be fair, because when we got to elevating and me spending more time with you, and you felt like, ooh, this means this, without clarifying that this means this. So one, let's make sure we're communicating. Let's make sure we're doing that. But two, remember, like he said, if this doesn't work out, God has another bigger, better blessing for me in the future. So let me get what I need to get out of this relationship, like maybe a lesson, maybe a new bond, a new understanding, and move on and be happy and be grateful for what I've gotten out of this situation. Anyway, it was nice talking to you guys again. I'm Maya the Activist. I'll see you soon. Please do not forget to check out my most recent video. A link in the bio will be provided. And please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.